Latest now from the Cop28 summit in Dubai, where talks seem to have reached a stalemate over the phasing out of fossil fuels. The president of the summit, Sultan Al Jaber, has stepped up pressure on countries and negotiators to resolve differences over a possible deal. This comes as the two-week climate summit enters its final phase with just a day and a half left before it is scheduled to conclude. Al Jaber has asked nations to show flexibility as the debate over whether to phase out or phase down fossil fuels is heating up.
I want everyone to come prepared with solutions. I want everyone to come ready to be flexible and to accept compromise. And I told everyone not to come with any prepared statements and no prescribed positions.
The demand to phase out fossil fuels has been met with fierce resistance from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC, and its allies. Earlier, Iraq told the conference that it is against any phasing out of fossil fuels. An Iraqi representative at the summit said that the global sectoral targets of phasing out of fossil fuel is not at par with Paris Accord. In fact, Saudi Arabia, the world's leading oil exporter, has also become the most forceful opponent of the phase-out deal at the global summit. The Saudi delegation has rejected any dialogue related to fossil fuels. The delegates have also objected to tripling the renewables and doubling the rate of energy efficiency. The provision that has been endorsed by 130 countries and at least 50 companies, they have agreed to cut out methane emissions by the year 2030. The summit's president has asked countries to be ready to quote-unquote compromise and not draw rigid boundaries over agreements. The presidency is with the UAE, another major fossil fuel producer. OPEC issued a letter to its members and backers to oppose any dialogue around fossil phase-out. The grouping maintains that the focus of the COP28 should be on reducing emissions and not on targeting the fuel sources that caused them. Separately, the International Energy Agency has said that the current pace of efforts will slash greenhouse emissions by 4 billion metric tons in the next 7 years. This is just a third of the planned emission cut in the coming 6 years of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius.